Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here. I know I'm a few days late, but I want to show you guys the new Crush and Crush's Dungeon, and then after that I want to show you some stuff I've done with Crush's Dungeon. Well, isn't that cool? And actually, interestingly enough, I think the music, they've done a really good job, especially when it starts to sort of drop. Now, anyway, before we talk a bit more about the new Crush's Dungeon and new Crush, I want to show off, this is with the Spyro World Viewer, I want to show off the original Crush's Dungeon. Have a look at this, you'll see that the tone of this Crush's Dungeon is entirely different to the new one. I am, of course, biased and in favor of the original Crush's Dungeon in terms of I think that it's sort of got that regal, like not professional, but like regal, elegant vibe that Summer Forest, portrays, and shows off. While still being, of course, like a dungeon, a sort of thing. You fall down, a massive hole into the dungeon. Whereas in the new one, it almost looks like it's a sewer. It almost looks like it's, what happens when all of the, Spyro characters, take a shit, and then, it's it's basically the sewage system, a sewage dungeon, if you will. But yeah, I just want to show off this with the World Viewer. The World Viewer was created by Climb Company. I mean, how beautiful is this original level? That said, I do actually like Crush's Dungeon, and I would like to see a level. I would actually like to see an entire Spyro level done like this, with a kind of slime, slodgety sort of thing. One more thing, because this is fun, actually doing this, like going around like this is lit. Travis Scott would be very, very approved. He would be very, very approved, or he would approve it. Anyway, whatever. So that is it with the original. Now we're having a look again. So again, yeah, it almost gives me Ratchet and Clank vibes, like Oryxon vibes. You'll see that there's Crush. With some, that looks like a chicken bone. That does not look like a real, what the hell? I didn't even realize that at first. There you go, the big toothy grin. Spyro looking very determined. We've got this in slow-mo, although I've now slowed it down even more. There we go. Oh, look at that. It almost looks like, it's not like, it looks like it's almost like a dust particles, or like, like smoke rather than like an actual electric force field. But yeah, that's cool. He looks good. Look, there's Ripto in the background there. See, look, again, it's like a sewer pipe. It's a totally different tone. Again, I like it. Whether they needed to use it for this level or save it for a Spyro 4 kind of thing, that's, remains to be seen. Now, here's what happened when I tried to make my own texture hack of this. See, I tried to change the colors. For some reason with the Spyro Edit, it didn't work properly, and I just was not able to actually get anything to work. And then, so look, what I did was I actually, here we go, there you go, tried to load, see, look, you see how I tried to do it? I tried to make it kind of similar, but for some reason, yeah, again, it just didn't work. It was like really glitching out. It's one of the few levels in the Spyro Edit that just doesn't work. And this is even, I think, this actually isn't with the newest version, but yeah, still, it's kind of bizarre that it's not working this way. But I want to show you what I made with the original, like with the World Viewer, turning it into its own level now. So here is my Spyro World Viewer texture hack that I tried to apply to the game, but as I said, didn't work. But you'll see this is me trying to kind of emulate the vibe, very, very green. All the textures, don't necessarily 100% match, but I tried to go for that kind of more dungeony vibe. It actually almost reminds me more of 40 Winks, if anything, but I think it actually does kind of look cool. It could be its own arena. Again, in the theoretical Spyro 4, I'd be more keen to see it actually like this, like see an arena similar to this. It's just that, yeah, the original Crush's Dungeon is a sanctuary, if you will. But yeah, I think that both versions, as I've said, are great. Looking again, at Crush, you'll see that in the original game, he's got more of a, I wouldn't really say friendly, but he's kind of more stupid. I guess that's kind of the word, because of the fact that he doesn't have as many teeth. They've added in teeth because I guess it's sort of more realistic, but that's why I think that the old Crush will always have that charm. And to me, the old Crush kind of reminds me a little bit of, not Mike Wazowski, but his trusty friend, his trusty partner, or is it the other way around, James P. Sullivan, from Monsters, Inc., Sully. The man, the myth, the legend, or the monster, the myth, the legend. But I think that both interpretations are cool. I'm really keen to see how Crush is going to look, in an actual cutscene environment. Is he going to be a bit more whimsical and kind of silly and, not have his teeth gritting like he's going to, rip your head off sort of thing. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a bit of a, a comparison between the, the two levels and, show off, my own interpretation, kind of get the texture hack stuff shown to some of the people that I know that just watch it for watch my channel for the Spyro news. So if you guys like that kind of text hacking stuff, unfortunately it couldn't work in game properly like I wanted to, but if you are interested in that, definitely check out some of the playlists on my channel. You'll be able to see the text hacks and you'll love it, I'm sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna be back with a really big monster, like, what's it called, like one of those huge, I'm going to literally go through every 100 plus images of concept art and talk about all of it, because I'm seriously in love with some of this art. It's incredible. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.